So here I am, here's my typical surf setup for the winter. Saltiga surf rod, 11 footer. I use this typically for jetty fishing or pier fishing. We're down at San Luis Pass, a bit of a pre-trip before we head out Surfside jetties. And we've just managed our first fish of the day, which was a 43-inch black drum, probably about 40-45 pounds. Just to talk you through my typical setup, I use a 100 pound Power Pro on just about everything I use, just out of pure fact for maintenance and keeping it for long life, not for strength more than anything, but we can pretty much pull up any fish on this line. When it comes to my rig, you see it's just a mini, it's just a shortened down version of a casted shark rig. I've recently been looking at these in detail and seeing what my pickup ratio is, etc. I'm going with a slightly shorter section on my top just to keep my casting length down to improve my casting distance. This section here you'll notice is about 20 inches once it's made. Alright, 400 pound mono is what I use. Not had any problems, any failures, so that's 400 pound mono. A number 4 swivel, I mean good for 300 or 400 pounds. And then the only good coast locks that I can actually find anywhere is Bill Fisher coast locks, 350 pound. I use these for everything. I use these on my red rigs and I use these on my shark rigs. They're about the strongest coast lock out there. Versus the 400 pound coast lock you can get at from the UK website. What's that website? UK website where we order from Leadertech, the 400 pound swivels from Leadertech. They are not up to 400 pound rate, and they're just not that value. But this is only 350, but a lot stronger. This is one of the Brad & Sons weights, a 5.5 ounce. I'm actually just trying these weights out. It seemed to work well because my first cast got a 43-inch black drum. The current is moving real strong here this morning, and it's holding perfect. All right. My hook length, this one, I was going with shorter hook lengths, but I increased these last night. You'll see there that I'm using about 24 inches. And why this was last weekend I found that my hook-up ratio was quite low, and I think it's because my hook was too close to my weight, and then the fish was not getting enough leverage to lift it. So this is what I'm trying today. Alright, a 50-knot circle hook that's been gapped, that's it. You'll see the big loop at the top, that's simply for once we bait up, which we're the way to do, for hanging off the weight leg, and all we've got to do is cast this section here. Alright, so today we're using cracked crab. We just caught the black drum off of the other half of this guy that's already cracked. We'll show you that later, how to crack the crab. But here it is, just a blue crab cracked in half, the legs pulled. You'll notice the sockets will still remain intact. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the hook, go in one socket and out the other. Which can be the toughest part. Okay, so it's in the back socket now. So now you just need to work it round to one of the front sockets. It doesn't matter which one it comes out. You're using the sockets for strength, and it will maintain the crab on your hook as long as it can go. Okay, so that's it. It's ready to fish. Half a cracked crab. And then before we cast, like I say, now it's in casting position. Alright? I'm done.
So we got Scott Bullock up here. Just tossed the crab out about 2 minutes ago.
What?
30 seconds ago.
30 seconds ago, sorry about that, no insult intended.
I didn't get it in the rod holder.
You can get it in the rod holder.
I need to get him up.
Rod is flexing.
There he is, it's a red, is it?
Nice redfish.
I think it's a black drum again.
No, it's a red. I've seen the gold. Yeah, it's a red. I've seen the spot now.
Alright. That is what this is all about. Come on! Woo!
You're on fire today, bro.